question of the day brought to you by Canopy Tree Service. And we got to know, because it's spring break, summertime, you're going to fly. What is your go-to airline you use when traveling? Oh, sorry. And I forgot to say, scan the QR code.
No, I just went to it too.
Go to the website and play along with us at home. Okay. You can also scan the QR code up there. Okay, so what is your go-to airline you use when traveling? We have Delta, American, United, Southwest, Spirit, Frontier, Alaska, JetBlue. I stick to driving. Other, leave a comment.
Qantas.
Oh, Qantas,
Oh,
I
Qantas.
love it.
Oh.
United Emirates.
Oh, West Pan Am.
West Pan Am. Yep.
I don't think it's in business anymore.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I will tell you the only one I use is just because it's easy to fly out of Springfield, and I'm a member, so I get like miles and points. American, just because I'm part of the members club.
And what was the thing you were telling Angela Loon about the lounge?
Oh, that's a different one.
that?
I use the American Express Lounge.
Oh, that's okay. American Express Lounge.
Yeah.
I was trying to think when we, G and I was gonna say Jeremy, when G and I went to Connecticut, what we flew, and I want to say it was probably United, but I think with United you can pay like $50 and go into their lounge and all you can eat, something like that. Here's the thing. I was tried and true Southwest the whole way. You could not convince me otherwise. You know, we talked about the bag policy and how you have to pay for your bags now on Southwest. I've got to ditch them. And because I now live in Springfield, Southwest doesn't fly out of here, I'm gonna have to go with one that flies out of Springfield.
Yeah, me too.
American
I have to.
or United?
Well, I love to because American, thank the Lord, just direct flight to Dallas where my family is. So it's like easy.
Yes.
Springfield, Dallas.
Yep. So.
I wonder, Miss Maddie, have you ever thought about this? What would the flight be like from Springfield to St. Louis? Like, how quick would that be?
Well, here's the thing. I think I've done the St. Louis to Kansas City. You're literally 30, or no, sorry, not that. Los Angeles to Las Vegas. You're literally up for less than an hour and down.
Yeah.
So I think that
because to
Springfield
Dallas,
to St. Louis, I think it'd be like.
Dallas, depending, is just an hour. Like usually it takes me 7.5 to 8 hours to drive there.
Yes.
But the flight is like an hour or less usually.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and Springfield and St. Louis is so close. I wonder if there isn't.
I would say, I don't know, 45 minutes, 30 minutes. It probably takes longer to board the plane than it does to be up in the air.
And get your luggage.
And get your luggage, yeah.
So right now, American Spirit, which is random. Does Spirit even fly out of here?
I don't know. I just know it's the big St. Louis. Yeah,
okay.
It's just the big yellow one with the black writing. Spirit.
Interesting.
I've heard way too many horror stories, unfortunately, about Frontier and Spirit that I steer clear. However, I did take Alaskan Airlines one time from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. It was so lovely.
Oh.
I really enjoyed it.
I've always wanted to fly JetBlue because I just hear people talk about it all the time, but I've never flown JetBlue. Never.
And people are sticking to driving.
I have several family members who will not fly.
Here's a question. Is this a generational thing? Like my mom growing up, her dad always wanted to drive because it was about that road trip memory making. Is that a generational thing versus like flying, you get there faster, easier this day and age?
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. But my Aunt Becky, I mean, without revealing her age specifically, I think she's in her upper 60s. So I don't know if that's a generational, I don't know.
My Cubsy was telling me when I talked to her one time about this crazy drive she had to make while pregnant, while my grandpa was deploying and all this stuff. And it was like a 12-hour car ride by herself with a baby, and then she was pregnant with my Uncle Chipper.
Oh my God.
And she's like, yeah, I just did it. I'm like, Grandma, that's crazy.
Speaking of my Aunt Becky and I and some kids, when my grandmother passed, we drove from Dallas to Washington State. I wished I had been an adult at the time so I had money, I just buy my own ticket because it was terrible.
It's terrible?
It was terrible.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks.
Terrible. All right, well, jinx.
Owe me a flight.
Driving.
All right, we'll be back with our shelter spotlight after this. Don't go anywhere.